Typical of the early part of the season for goalies as they work themselves into a rhythm. I think it'll sort itself out. It certainly did last year, and they both had tremendous seasons, especially Gus Bus. But, I do think a big part of this is the inconsistency in front of them. And from playing the position myself, not at this level, but any team you play on, you feed off that defensive core and how they defend in front of you. And if it's constantly changing, it is harder to get into a rhythm. All that being said, let's start with Gustafsson. He just has this new contract extension. He's been given the opportunity to be the man here, and he hasn't yet, I think, taken the reins this year and been that guy. I think it was a real important decision, and maybe a tell by Dean Evason and the coaching staff when they didn't come back to Gus on Sunday in New Jersey. Evason, before the game, even admitted that was the plan leading up to the game, but he hadn't played to the level that they were looking for. So a bit of a wake-up call for him. I'll be curious to see him at practice today, and I'll be curious to see who the Wild go with against New Jersey on Thursday. I would assume it's going to be Gustafsson, but he has to be more consistent, not just game by game, but within a game. When you want to be a top-line starting goaltender in this league, you cannot give up soft goals. This team does not have that room for error. If you look at his game, he's done a lot of things really, really well, but there have been a couple of goals where you're like, okay, he's got to have that, and he has to make those saves. So for him, that's what I would say. For Fleury, I mean, he's a guy still at age, soon to be 39, has the juice, man. He has the flavor, and he's out there doing his thing. I don't think he has to clean up much. I just think he has to adapt to the surroundings that he's been given, and specifically with this defensive core, some of the breakdowns on the penalty kill. He'll have to be a little bit better in those situations. But I'd give both guys a solid B or B minus to start the year. But if this team's going to be a playoff team, I got to be honest with the folks out there listening. They're going to have to be A's. If this team's going to make the postseason like last year, they're going to have to get A performances in goal.